and then and sausage. I mean, however you want to do it. We're just giving you a little bit of ideas for it.
So that's something.
I'd say that's called delicious.
And we're done.
Yeah, which is French for
but I want to field some questions, but we didn't contribute anything to the pantry for next week. What do you say we start a sour to make our own bread?
Oh yeah, I think we did though. We'll continue that, but I think all these spices that we bought.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So load up. I mean, that's something important to talk about. I think that loading up your pantry with, if you go to the store and you see something that looks interesting, grab it. Like they last for, how long does the herb last for? Like 3 days, 4 days?
Yeah.
8 months?
Yeah.
2 years? Somewhere in there. But they last for a while, and so like just grab them, and that way when we do these shows, you can just cook along with us.
And you can say like, oh, I bought this fenugreek. What in the world can I use it for? And then we'll
the garbage.
We'll hit Google.
I guess I'm gonna try some of this too. Yeah, you probably want to keep those because you paid for them. I wish I would have learned how to use my mouth earlier on.
Okay, so Nate. Tell me about starting a sour.
Well,
you want to take a bite of this quail?
I do want to take a bite of that quail. Why must you ask me questions?
What do you think?
That was delicious, man. So, anyways, before you interrupt me again. So a sour, what that is it's a natural culture of bacteria. So you have your good bacteria, your bad bacteria. And what we're going to use for our starter is anything organic fruit-wise. You need sugars and fruit. And I can't absolutely remember why it needs to be fruit, but I think it's because of the sugar.
Probably
in
so.
it. And the natural bacteria in the air is going to latch onto this. And what you're going to end up with, and it sounds really gross, but food is gross sometimes before it gets good. That's just the French and German theory. Like, if you knew how sauerkraut was made, you wouldn't eat it.
Or risotto?
That was me coughing. And so what we're going to use, organic fruit because it doesn't have pesticides on it. So, a few things, and this is pretty simple, is a sour is for making bread.
Do you want flour?
I want a bowl.
Oh, back there. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. We'll just keep searching until I find it. There we go.
Go up. That's okay.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. That's just your personal property.
I'm just the one that's going to do all the cleaning.
There you go. Yeah, perfect. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of water, just warm room temp water. Oh boy. You know, I wish I would have turned my phone off earlier.
But it was good for that joke. Remember where I pretended to steal? I mean, I definitely stole that quail.
Yeah. Hey, way to make that not funny now. Appreciate it. Yeah. So we're just going to...
Looks like we got a question.
How long have you guys been chefs?
Oh, boy.
147 years.
You know, I have a little bit of reticence with calling myself a chef, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is my job title, but I'm just a cook. I do it for fun, and I've been doing it for fun for 15 years. Nate's been doing it for fun a lot longer and a lot more proficiently than I have.
Yeah, today. Just today.
That? Yeah. No.
Last week I learned. Today I executed.
But to answer your question, I've been interested in food since I was, about pubescent, and
gross.
So like 4 or 5 years old, and been doing it since. Yeah. I'm trying to just learn and study as much as I possibly can. And the reason I don't want to necessarily call myself a chef is because I don't ever think that I'll be on the same plane as Jacques Pepin or Julia. So
yeah, no, you'll never have a cool name like that. I mean, your name's Dan, not Jacques.
I got a vegetable name though, man. My name, like beans are good for the heart. Yeah, Dan Noodles.
Yeah, there we go. See, yeah, we got some good stuff there.
Good. All right.
So okay, and I think I'll just go ditto. Okay. We'll go ditto on that one.
Like Terry Schiavo. All right.
That is funny. And so, what we want to do is usually you'll use raisins. That's the way I was taught. Bananas, anything with like a lot of sugar. But dates, I've never tried, but they'll work because they have a ton of sugar in them. So what we're going to do is you don't really have to take the pit out. If you want to leave it in, you can. I'm going to take them out because I'm obsessive compulsive.
Well, let me help you. I'm not even going to wear gloves, though.
Okay, so I wear gloves because these are super like sticky and sugary. And so what we're going to do is we're going to just crumple up a bunch. I decided halfway through that thought not to take the seeds out because I'm lazy, and it's an okay trait.
We got another question.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Why are you guys using gloves at the moment?
I think I just explained that right, probably when they were typing. Yeah. So, but I'm using them because the dates are super sticky, and I am probably on the spectrum because it feels weird to me, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna run it through my hand.
Icky hands, and then I start screaming, and it's no good for anyone.
Sometimes, yeah, just getting your hands gross.
Yeah.
I like to wear gloves when I'm doing a lot of garlic.
Yeah. So I mean, it's just one of those things.
Get out,
you wear them if you like them. If not, you want to get messy.
Dry your hands out.
Get messy. It's an art form. So I mean, if you want to get messy with it, get messy with it. But I just don't enjoy it myself. That's why I'm using gloves. So what you're gonna do is that's probably enough right now. So there's really no measurement to it. If you want, we could say Oh, go ahead. By all means, Dan. Finish all those dates. You know how that thrills me. So, Dan has just lost it, so that's fun. We're just going to use all these dates because Dan insists that we use all of these dates.
All right, that's enough.
You son of a bitch. Anyway, so what we're going to do is, Kate, can you see this? This mess that he made over here?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your hands, and this is actually why I'm wearing the gloves, because it gets pretty messy in here. So you're going to take these and you're going to just squish them. It's super fun. You just squish it, whether it be raisins, whether it be dates. It's not really going to change the recipe as much as the sugars you're looking for in it, natural sugars. And so what's going to happen here is you want to make this really cloudy liquid, like real cloudy, just kind of muck in there. I know it sounds delicious, and I'm really good at like writing delicious descriptions of food. So this is just going to be sticky muck, like swamp water. Yeah, it's perfect. And so that's what we're looking for, if you can see that right now. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a clean towel.
Gotcha. They're on the ground for no reason.
Yeah, we just put them on the ground because that's where we keep our towels.
Another question.
What type of knives do you guys use?
Oh,
go ahead. You go ahead, and then I'll just cry about not having nice knives.
This is a Hiroshiki. I got it on JapaneseChefKnife.com. Should I go right here?
Yeah.
It's Japanese steel. I just got a peppercorn.
I'll explain for you. So it's made by Keebler Elves, I believe, in the small town of Anahuasca.
That's exactly right.
Yes.
And so what the Keebler Elves did was they folded in this knife about 36 layers of steel, and then they hammered this out. That's called scalloped. So it's
Or
a Damascus and scalloped. And it's a very lightweight, super sharp knife that holds an edge, and it's sharpened to be right-handed. So I doubt you're going to be able to see, but there's a little bit of an edge there, and an even less pronounced one on this side. And that's because I'm right-handed, and I'm going to come into foods with my arm kind of going out, away from my hand.
Oh, boy.
And so I can easily slice into things.
Like your hands. Stop that.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the same brand. Another Shiki. I sharpened it so that each side is even because when I'm using a small knife, I'm kind of wiggling around and cutting into things from both sides.
Yeah.
I got a whole slew of other ones that I don't use.
Okay, so here, let me show my knives.
Oh,
these are my two knives that I'm going to steal from Dan at the end of this show.
Okay.
So those are my knives. Now, so back to this. So what we're looking for, huh?
Cutco? It's a good knife. He has a Cutco. He doesn't want
So
to say.
here's the thing, folks. And I truly believe this. Is that it doesn't matter the knife you have unless it's really shitty, like made out of like tin foil or something, or aluminum foil, because I guess they don't make that anymore. Yep. So I thought about it. So it really doesn't matter what you're cutting with as long as you know how to use a knife. Like,
This is an example of a crappy knife.
Yeah, but we could still cook with that if we sharpen it up right. Yes.
Yeah, but it won't retain an edge
Yeah.
because it's stamped.
So there are different stills.
Yeah.
So a decent still, like some stainless steel of some sort, or a folded steel, or you could really, I mean, you could spend anywhere between a $20 knife and a $3,000 knife, and really it's the person behind it that's going to decide how well that knife is going to be utilized.
How badly I cut my fingers.
Exactly. I mean, I've worked with people who have had a $500 knife And it's just, it doesn't matter. They still just aren't good with it. You know, they don't know how to sharpen it. They don't know how to, so it's really comes down
soak it
to
in water.
learn how to sharp a butter knife, and you can cook with anything. Literally, it's something a chef told me once. Anyways, so here we go. So you have, I don't know if that's true. So now that you have this murky, mucky water, what you're gonna do is you're gonna put a towel over the top, right? And we're gonna put it up somewhere, just room temp, up high. Make sure it's up high. I don't know why, maybe.
Should I put a rubber band around that so you don't? Okay, never mind.
Just like that. And so you just leave it there. And then, oh, we got dates on my feet. This is why I wear gloves. Dan, that's why I wear gloves. So you don't stick your hand, you just throw them on the ground. And I get dates on my shoes. So,